Sanju Verma of the BJP is with us. Salman Soz is with us. Sanju Verma, to you first. 295 leads for the NDA. The BJP's own tally at this moment, far from the majority mark. So it's 241, very far from the majority mark. How are you reading these numbers, Sanju Verma?
Rahul, before coming on your show, I was told that, out of the 64.2 crore odd voters who've voted, not every vote has been counted. We still have about 28 to 30 crore votes, where the reconciliation and tallying has not happened. So I'm very confident that BJP will get the majority figure and well past it. We'll be well past 272 on our own. And as things stand now, the NDA certainly is in the lead. I will not beat around the bush. The numbers.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Would you accept that if you don't reach 272, it's a blow? You see, this entire election was for 543 seats. There's only one leader, one nation. If you win less than half, will there be a grudging acceptance that this election has not quite been as smooth as you might have hoped? At least some humility for once?
Rajdeep, let me be very clear. Am I disappointed, at the Uttar Pradesh numbers? Most certainly, yes. I'm not going to be lying. West Bengal has been a disappointment. But if on the one hand, there have been misses from Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal, I think also give BJP credit for the fact that after 25-year long reign, Naveen Patnaik will finally have to hang up his boots. The BJP has done a stellar job in Odisha. The BJP has done a stellar job in Odisha. The BJP NDA alliance with Pawan Kalyan and Chandrababu Naidu has completely routed YSRCP. So I think Andhra Pradesh and Odisha stand out as two very, very strong states in terms of our performance. Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal, we will have to introspect. As far as humility goes, I have been humble. But at the same time, let's be very clear, this election is not a vote or a mandate for Rahul Gandhi. It is not a vote for the ... alliance, though they have improved their number of seats. In terms of vote share, I think we are still at 39%, which is a marginal increase actually from the 37.36% that we scored in 2019. So let's see whether the 39% odd vote share translates into
Salman Soz also is with us.
But Sanju Verma, as I bring in Salman Soz also, there has to be, an acceptance there. Where you put forth a nara of 370, you're not even closing in on 270 right now.
Yeah, so Preeti, I started by saying that Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal have been serious disappointments. And at this point in time, knowing how BJP functions, whether it is victory or defeat, going back to the drawing board and analyzing what went wrong is certainly going to happen. But at the same time, if you are going to tell us that, BJP sarkar nahi banayegi, I disagree. Narendra Modi Pradhan Mantri banenge.
No. Sanju Verma, no one's telling you that. Prime Minister Modi is going to be back. Salman Soz, I just want to get you in for a quick comment. Seriously, Salman Soz, you tell me, did you even think you're going to close into these numbers? If I look at UP numbers, I've spoken to so many from the Congress and the Samajwadi Party in UP. They would have never imagined. Congress would have never imagined leading in 8 out of 17 that they fought.
Preeti, first, let me just say that on behalf of the Congress Party, I thank the Indian voter for standing up to this dictatorship that Prime Minister Modi had unleashed and the BJP had unleashed on the country. I think the people have spoken loud and clear. They don't want arrogance. They want humility in politics. They don't want you to tell them that we're giving you food, so give us your vote. They want you to understand that the food is their right and the vote is not your right. So I think if the message for the BJP is clear. And by the way, let me just say that everybody had written us off. And by the way, all of you have seen me on TV since 2012. I'm a long-suffering Congress supporter. Today, I'm smiling, but, of course, I hope that these trends yield final results. But if they do...
Congress supporters.
So what will change?
Salman Soz speaking for many.
Point. So what will change? Professor Soz, Professor was the dad. Salman, your dad is a great friend, so I remember him fondly. But what will change? Do you believe, suppose that Prime Minister Modi becomes Prime Minister again? That seems more likely. The NDA forms a government. How will anything then change?
No, but Rajdeep, I do not think with these numbers right now, the way they stand, I don't think there is a guarantee that Prime Minister Modi will be Prime Minister for a third term. That is my view. I think a lot is going to change if these numbers stay.
Let Sanju Verma respond to that. Sanju
Verma, please come in.
We've seen Sharad Pawar reaching out to Chandrababu Naidu, reaching out to Nitish Kumar. The opposition will try and fish in troubled waters, try and say, okay, Chandrababu Naidu, you become Prime Minister. Are you concerned that some of that could have an impact on the next government formation, Sanju Verma?
You know, Rahul, first and foremost, a very few quick points. In the last 29 odd years, out of those 29 odd years, 26 years, Nitish Kumar has been largely with the BJP or BJP and its allies. Yes, we had some problems with the Shiromani Akali Dal, but on our own, we have never disrespected an ally, not even Uddhav Thackeray. Whereas if you look at the Congress's history, be it I.K. Gujral, be it Deve Gowda, be it Chandrasekhar, be it V.P. Singh, or be it their own Prime Minister Narasimha Rao, ऐसा कोई बचा नहीं जिसे कांग्रेस ने ठगा नहीं. So in terms of coalition politics, taking your question, hypothetically assuming it's a coalition government, I think the manner in which Congress has repeatedly humiliated its allies, Congress does not stand a chance. And I always say, the fulcrum of the alliance in the alliance, the India alliance is the Congress. And I, even at this point, don't think they will pass, cross the 100 mark. Whereas the BJP
will there be a little, ma'am, will there be a little step back from this belief कि हम ही सब कुछ जानते हैं? हम ही राजा है, हम ही देश चलाएंगे, farmer law चलाना है, one nation, one election.
Please, Rajdeep, can you please hold your horses? Rajdeep, let's be very clear about one thing. I have the humility to admit that Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal were disappointments. Do you have the practicality to admit that Odisha and Andhra Pradesh have been two stellar performances by the BJP? Do you have the practicality to say
I will admit to Andhra Pradesh, but Andhra Pradesh, please give credit to Mr. Naidu for once.
So
he drove the campaign. Now you are not going to take credit for Andhra Pradesh, surely.
Stop talking over me.
No, madam. See, this is precisely it. People are tired about spokespersons coming and speaking down to. No, 1 minute. No, please put your voice down. I want to say this. For the last 5 years, I've heard you and I'll continue to hear you. You and I are friends. Why do you need to shout at me? Why do you need to talk down to me? I don't talk down to you. I respect your views. You come very well prepared. Salman Soz, please accept though what is being said. The Congress also is not a party that can bring people together. There's a sense that the Congress still believes it is the driving force. So why will Chandrababu Naidu or Nitish Kumar join hands with you?
Well, Rajdeep, first of all, I think if we just go by recent history, the BJP has done nothing but devastate political parties, its own partners. Whether it was the Shiv Sena, a long-standing partner, Akali Dal, even PDP, you name it, they've done it. But forget all that. You talk about the Congress party and that we cannot bring people together. Rajdeep, I think with the seasoned leadership of Khargeji, and with Rahul Ji's 2 yatras, a lot of people have come together in this country. I believe, and I know you people believe too, because you people are, you know politics very well. The alliance in Uttar Pradesh that no one gave a chance to, no one, including you people in your exit polls. That alliance was strong because we were there, we were part of that, because Rahul Ji was talking about the constitution.
Okay, so to do a quick last response, otherwise she will say that I didn't give her enough time. She sends me angry WhatsApp with an emoji, that red emoji which I don't understand, but go ahead.
Rajdeep, can I please?
Yes, dear.
Yes. First and foremost, I share WhatsApp messages with Rahul Kanwal, with you and with Preeti also. I'm very open about it. Yes.
But you get very angry with me.
Can I finish? There are times when I've told Preeti I loved your debates. I've told Rahul Kanwal the same. And there are times when I say I was very disappointed. And I say the same to you. But I don't make my WhatsApp chats public. And there are times when you have always responded to everything by sending me a namaskar. So does that mean that you're subservient to Sanju Verma?
Absolutely subservient.
Okay. So now let me say this.
मैं डरता हूँ तुम कहीं मेरे WhatsApp पब्लिक कर दोगे अगर मैं कुछ बोल दूँ तो इसलिए मैं नमस्कार भेजता रहता हूँ.
No, I'm very clear. I say it like it is. I started by saying I am disappointed about two states which threw up nasty surprises. Point number one. Point number two, I'm equally confident that BJP, by virtue of emerging as the single largest party, and by virtue of the fact that the Congress will be limited to less than 100 seats as a standalone party, that clearly sends out a signal that the BJP led by Narendra Modi will come back to power for the third time with Prime Minister Modi taking
No, but Sanju Verma, there's a
row.
serious question about how you see the nature of this government being different from the last two. Now remember, this is the seventh time that Prime Minister Modi, like candidate Modi, was up for election, whether as a Chief Minister or as Prime Minister. He's never worked in an alliance. He's never had to work in an alliance. This verdict, in the way that it stands at the moment, with the BJP currently, if I look at the current tally for the BJP, you are at least 30 short of a majority, 241. So you're 33 short of a majority. How is this government likely to be different from Modi 2.0 and Modi 1.0? Sanju ji?
Yeah, thank you. Rahul, you know, anyone who understands how Narendra Modi functions, I'm sure even his worst critics like Rajdeep will agree to one thing. Narendra Modi is not a leader you can put a gun to his head or bully him. So I think when it comes to navigating the ups and downs of coalition politics, Narendra Modi can do that much better than a lot of other people, because as I said, beat I.K. Gujral, Deve Gowda, Chandrasekhar, VP Singh, ऐसा कोई बचा नहीं जिसे कांग्रेस ने ठगा नहीं. Congress's track record on that count has been very, very unflattering. So I don't think if push comes to shove, BJP will have to be part of a coalition government. But indeed, if that were to be the case, hypothetically speaking, I think Amit Shah, Narendra Modi, they know their job better than any of us on this panel. And we will have a government that is stable in terms of politics.
So you're saying you're practical politicians, you'll deal with the new reality. Salman Soz, you described yourself, and I think that's a voice that will echo with many long-suffering Congress supporter. How do you see the nature of Indian politics change? This is a very different verdict from the verdict the BJP was expecting. Given this verdict, how do you see the nature of political contestation change over the next 5 years?
I think the politics in India has changed completely. I mean, if these results hold, Rahul, you know it, the people in the studio know it. You know, this was a blatantly communal Islamophobic campaign that Prime Minister Modi ran in two states, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal and other states. But in these two states, the people in these states and others said a resounding no. We don't want this. We want you to talk about unemployment. We want you to talk about inflation. We want you to talk about our future. Don't play with our future. Don't divide us. Don't divide us like this. Don't divide brother and brother. And I think that is the message that BJP should really introspect on, because that is going to redefine, you know, we said...
Okay, I've got some good news. Salman Soz, your friend, you helped him in the campaign. Shashi Tharoor has now taken the lead. Shashi Tharoor now 2,99,667 versus Rajiv Chandrasekhar 2,95,720. It's a gap of about just 4,000 odd votes. Shashi Tharoor now taking the lead. Were you concerned, Salman, about him? He was trailing for a long time. It's a very tight fight because even Panyan Ravindran of the CPI is at 2,10,000 votes. This is one of the most exciting elections throughout the 2024 general election.
Well, you know, Shashi's a dear friend. He's my closest friend in the party, and I was there campaigning for him. It was a very tough fight then. It remains a tough fight. It is not a done deal. Yes, we have taken the lead. In fact, our lead is higher than that as far as I've been told. But there's still some votes to be counted. Let all the votes be counted. You know, he's a very important part of our parliamentary party, and I hope he squeezes through. It was a very, very tough fight, but I thank the people of Trivandrum for this great contest. But overall, Rahul, I think the Congress party has, to my mind, surprised everyone,
including itself.
Rahul,
no, actually,
our numbers suggest that we will be gaining more seats than what you see on your screen.
All right.